You're watching Suck Professor. Hello, everybody. It's me, Hank, joined by my twin.
Smudge. Seems backwards.
Yeah, I figured it out. Welcome to the show. Hey, everybody. So we're talking Twin Peaks. The Return. It's back. 25 years after the original ended, right, James?
I am super stoked for this, too.
I've never seen James smile, and I've known him for 4 years.
I'm happy.
Yep. The last time I saw him smile was when I told him I was dying. Then, you know, JK. Here we go. Twin Peaks. Big spoilers. We're going to do shot by shot. We got all kinds of the fucking screenshots to go through. I have a tremendous amount of thoughts about this show. I am very excited and interested. I have mixed feelings, I gotta say. I was not into the original. It's not like I willfully went out of my way, but I was like 10 years old and just didn't click into my world. I remember people talking about it, and I vaguely knew it was like a weird eponymous, no, that's not the right word, enigmatic show that people were always referred to with like kind of like a sense of it took a lot of work to watch and enjoy this.
It was so big that even The Simpsons parodied the Black Lodge with the backwards speaking thing with Lisa Simpson and all that kind of stuff. So it was a huge cultural phenomenon at the time.
Yes, and you got into it though. Did you
watch
it?
Not at the time. I was a kid just like you, and I wasn't into it. I watched it a couple of years ago.
Oh, recently then.
Yes.
Okay, so are your memories of the first 2 seasons pretty fresh?
There was a lot of crap that happened in the first 2 seasons. A lot of like dead ends and misdirections trying to lead you to find out who actually killed Laura Palmer. So there's a lot of little nuances I'm gonna forget. Okay. But I definitely recognize the major beats, the new characters. I mean, the old characters that are making a return. I recognize them as soon as I see them. I get really excited by that. So I'm not perfect on it, but I'm versed enough to kind of understand what's happening.
Well, speaking for our audience, James, I completely forgive you.
Yeah.
For not being perfect. Me, on the other hand, I am perfect. All right, every fucker. But the original story was David Lynch.
Yeah, and David Lynch is absolutely an acquired taste.
Yes, he's a kook. Yeah. And it shows in his filmmaking.
Yeah, he's the guy. Weirdo. Yeah, he's the guy when you see something bizarre that makes no sense to you whatsoever. You see like a pineapple in a blender spinning around, and then it starts shooting motor oil all over the place, and you say, "What did that mean? What was the symbology behind that?" And he'll just say, I like the look of the idea of a blender.
It made me feel good. Fuck you.
It doesn't have to mean anything. He's David Lynch. He's the only guy on the planet who gets to get away with that crap.
He's one of those people that like gets to follow his instincts and nobody says no to him, so he gets to exercise every single impulse that he has. However, he's got an interesting sensibility about him and the way he does it, so that it's somewhat compelling. Yeah. It's like a lucky accident, because some people have that impulse and they're just fucking obnoxious or terrible, but he's actually kind of whatever it is, it works pretty well. Yeah. And I haven't not had much exposure to his shit either. Did he do Mulholland Drive?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, so I like that one. I was watching it with my mom, and all of a sudden there's 2 lesbians going at it real hard, and I was like, whoa, this is too much for a 14-year-old and his
Blue
mother.
Velvet with a severed ear in the beginning.
I wasn't 14, actually. I didn't see Blue Velvet. So.
No.
Anyway, we're here for Twin Peaks, so we aren't going to do this much yammering at the beginning of most episodes, but we're just giving backstory on this thing. People are pretty excited about it.
Yep.
All right, James.
And the very opening shot, I wanted to squeal like a schoolgirl.
What?
The floor of the Black Lodge.
So this automatically is significant.
This is super significant.
All right. What can you want to explain that, or did they murder a zebra?
The last time we see anything happen in Twin Peaks in the original 2 seasons, is Agent Dale Cooper makes his way into the Black Lodge, and he gets trapped there for 25 years while his body, I assume it's his body, is taken over by Bob, the malevolent spirit of sorts.
Use your words. Slow down.
The malevolent spirit Bob goes out into the real world masquerading as Agent Dale Cooper.
Okay.
Whereas he is trapped within the Black Lodge with, I assume, a personification, a spirit of Laura Palmer.
Okay.
Who is the girl who is killed at the beginning of Twin Peaks that sets all the events into motion.
Her death is the core mystery of the entire show, but all kinds of other nutty stuff happens around it too.
Trying to figure out the core question, who killed Laura Palmer?
Yeah. Like if I made a show, it'd be called Who Hid the Remote Control Behind the Couch Cushion, because it takes me hours to find it. Okay, so the camera rolls in and kind of pans over the floor of these curtains, and then we see this lady.
And this is classic Laura Palmer. This is from the original show when she's still young.
That's Laura Palmer?
That is Laura Palmer.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize she was her. I didn't know she played a character. I thought she was just like a photo of a dead girl.
The funny thing is that she's been dead the entire season, for the entire story, and then like midway through either season 1 or season 2, they bring in her cousin named like Maggie or Maddie or something I forget.
Oh, M. Palmer.
But she's exactly the same actress, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, you look so much like her." It's like, yeah, come on.
I also like her too because I had these zigzag bangs when I was in the 90s.
They were glue-ons.
Yeah, those are actually eyebrows. So that's eyelashes. I mean. All right, so she does this thing, and so we have screenshots of a lot of the show. We don't have screenshots of every single line of dialogue, and we do have closed captioning on, so we don't miss a lot. But we're going to fill in a lot of the dialogue as we remember it. Right. And if we get a little piece wrong, let us know in the comments. Be cool about it. You know, you can get angry if you want. I don't know why you would bother, but just correct us if we get it a little bit wrong. It's kind of a community effort here with some of the times.
Should we call this Twin Geeks?
Twin Geeks. That's actually pretty good. Yeah. I was actually thinking of just wearing a tight shirt and calling it Twin Peaks.
No.
Or cutting holes around my nipples and calling it Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
All right, so
the thing that makes it so awesome is at the very end of Twin Peaks season 2, Laura Palmer says this exact line, but when she's in the Black Lodge, anyone who's inherently a part of the Black Lodge speaks backwards, but then they reverse the backwards to make it sound weird. So like, I'll see you again in 25 years.
Right, so she speaks English backwards, like you can do that and then play it.
Yeah, so it sounds all weird.
But then they reverse it. Wouldn't that make it? Don't they just do it? Aren't they just saying? I don't know. Yeah,
it's bizarre. It's sort of like you see someone walking backwards and you record them doing that, then you play it in reverse, and it looks like they're walking forward really weird.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Are they doing a second step of reversing it, or do they just play it backwards and then recite the word backwards? We should do a test. Maybe we'll make it. Okay, we don't.
So anyway, she says, "I'll see you again in 25 years." Now it's 25 years later, and Twin Peaks is back.
Yeah, and it's back. So it's nice that they timed that out.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun. Like it did that. Every 27 years, 1990, 2017.
Yeah.
Okay, so then do you remember what they said? I mean, there wasn't much dialogue in this little moment there. We did get to see this guy though. This is young
Cooper.
Agent Dale Cooper.
Kyle MacLachlan.
Looks like he's running for senator with his fucking lapel pin. What are you, a politician? Get out of here. So, now what does this hand motion mean? Any idea?
I don't remember. It's like she's presenting Ivanka Trump's invisible perfume line.
Or she's trying to sell her hand. Look at this hand emerging out of my arm.
Yeah, I don't quite recall what that could represent, but it's weird.
Yeah, no, it's odd. I mean, it's like I said, it's David Lynch going, put your hand up like this, and then the actors probably don't question it and whatever. So then, black screen. We go to this shot. We sort of get some cool music coming on here, I think. I don't really remember. And we get a first look at our area, establishing over the place. We got a bunch of trees and fucking hills, and it goes our cliffs. And okay, now we fades into a high school. Oh yeah, there was this girl running. So what's this all about?
The very first episode of Twin Peaks, season 1, episode 1, when they find Laura Palmer's body washed up on the shore, wrapped up in plastic, the news breaks, and the entire episode is everyone finding out and just breaking down emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the point where the first girl finds out at school and goes running, crying across the field to give the news to all the other class. At which point everyone just kind of devolves.
Laura, you know Laura from the cheerleading squad? She's dead.
Pretty much, yeah.
The one who had the bangs? Okay, so this is from the original Death.
Yeah.
And then
and there she is, square in the middle.
Classic high school trophy. Okay, so look, they got all kinds of awards here. Those look like this guy's posing for, he won a cake crushing contest. Looks like he's squeezing a cake between his arms.
Okay.
This fella is trying to prevent people from stealing his cake, obviously. Someone's trying to, that's the trophy there. Why is this guy throwing a cake? Okay, all right, let's keep going. Laura Palmer. What a babe, huh, James? Same bangs? She was the queen of my heart. I'd just seen her for the first time right now. All right. Twin Peaks. There it is. All right. So casting by Johanna Ray and Christos Hussar. Okay. So this is the opening sequence.
Yeah, the little montage. And I love that it says Mark Frost and David Lynch in front of the Black Lodge curtains.
Oh, okay.
They're the ones. They are the creators of Twin Peaks. The fact that they're back for this is huge.
Yes. Oh man. I mean, who else could do this? Could
Nobody.
You imagine? Not even J.J. Abrams himself. Not even Jar Jar Binks Abrams himself. Yes. Could possibly pull this off. Yeah, it would. And then this whole shot was really crazy. If you watched it, this stuff was like moving around real weird, kind of like an optical illusion sort of effect on it. It was kind of interesting. So then directed by David Lynch. We're not going to show this every single time, the opening sequence, unless it's different or meaningful, but this is because it's the first one. So then we get into some hands. We got this, and I'm like, Lurch? Is this Lurch?
No, this is the giant. This is someone who makes himself, he's apparently some sort of ethereal being who's from the White Lodge or the Black Lodge, who has been guiding Agent Dale Cooper through his journey in the original series.
Okay.
He gives him weird clues and cryptic
Does he know That he knows everything, or he just...
It seems like he does know everything, and he tells certain clues to Agent Dale Cooper that mean nothing when you first hear it, but eventually has meaning.
Okay, all right. So then here's Dale Cooper, 25 years later.
Yeah.
This is what happens
Still
to a body.
sitting in the same way that he was in the Black Lodge as of the last time we saw him.
Let's terrify everybody. If you're young and handsome, you got good skin, great hair, and slowly over time, you're you turn into a melted candle.
I don't think
you
he
look
aged
like
that
a fucking
badly.
monster. No, he's a handsome actor. He's aging fine. I'm just saying, aging in general, you're basically your cells are no longer able to hold themselves up. And that's what causes wrinkles, and your skin starts to slough off, and you turn into a fucking gross corpse, and eventually your kids fight over your money.
Yeah.
All right, so
the trick is to have no money when you die.
yeah, well, I'm working on that. I'm doing a good job at that. I had a $3 chicken pot pie for food today, James. All right. Okay, so he says something about the sounds.
He said, listen to the sound. And because this is the Black Lodge, and because he's an entity of the Black Lodge, he's speaking in the weird reversal type language. Listen to the sounds.
Yeah, it's super weird. And then this Victrola, what do you call it?
Yeah, the old record player Victrola, yeah.
Starts playing, and it was just... But that's it. There's nothing else. There's no, not that I expected to actually know. And he goes, it's in our house now.
And my best interpretation of that is that the very end of season 2 of Twin Peaks, the big cliffhanger was that Agent Dale Cooper apparently gets out of the lodge and he goes into the bathroom, and then he looks in the mirror, but he sees Bob in the reflection of the mirror, and then he rams his own head into the glass and cuts himself while Bob laughs on the other side of the mirror.
Oh, man.
Which means that Bob has hijacked his body and is out in the real world masquerading as Agent Dale Cooper, while the real Agent Dale Cooper is trapped in the Black Lodge.
Okay.
So when he says, it is in our house now, I assume he means Bob is out there right now while you are trapped in here.
Okay, so... I still don't understand. So Bob is who's got the house?
I assume the house is the reality as we know it.
Okay, so it's in our world.
Yes,
not a literal house.
Which is odd that he's saying it, because I would always think that his house would be the Black Lodge or the White Lodge.
Okay, so the Black Lodge and the White Lodge are the same place?
No, one is dark and evil, one is good. It's complicated.
Okay, kind of like my left testicle and my right testicle.
Okay.
Okay, so what was this one here? You know what, let me just say this. If I had known that these little conversational pieces in the lodge were more really specifically written, I mean everything's specifically written, but aren't just dialogue, like conventional characters talking, I would have probably taken more screenshots, because I feel like we're missing words here. But you probably remember it.
Well, when he says that it is in our house now, Agent Dale Cooper says it is, or it is. I can't remember if he puts an inflection on it to be a question, but he says it cannot all be said aloud now.
Okay, so I can't give you all the details.
Yeah, the truth is not to be revealed all at once.
All right. Okay, fair enough. Remember this number.
Yeah, 430, and then he gives two names.
No, 430.
Oh, 430. 430, yes.
Yeah. And then he gives a couple names.
Richard and Linda.
Richard and Linda, yes. Oh, look. Look, this is me. This is me when I'm going to ask a girl out, and this is me after she says no. One with one stone.
Two birds with one stone.
Yeah, good work. Yeah, it's like, wow, what the fuck? It's okay. So Richard and Linda are probably the two birds.
Yeah, and then he says, "I understand," which I thought was hilarious, because no, you don't.
Yeah, nobody knows. What
nobody understands it yet.
So something's far away. So is he the narrator? I mean, is he just the omniscient, ever-present? Guy who knows everything.
No, he doesn't appear until a little ways into the initial story. He kind of appears in the Great Northern Lodge when Dale Cooper is staying there. He shows up in his room, I think once early, and then again after Dale Cooper gets shot.
Okay, but for our purposes, he's serving as narrator, though. All these words are more intended for the audience than for that character. I mean, it's all for everybody to take in. Okay.
He's a mysterious...
My head's already...
otherworldly being that seems to be on the side of good.
Seems to be, but doesn't want to reveal himself too much. He's like a Shinigami.
Yes.
Maybe. No, I don't know.
He's always led the character of Dale Cooper in a way that leads towards answers.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. At least somebody's trying to find out. So then he just warps out. He's like... Bloop, bloop, bloop,
yeah, so we assume that he's, after 25 years, he's finally free of the Black Lodge, which is awesome.
Or can he come and go as he pleases? Maybe he's got a lifetime membership.
Who knows?
Like a Subway, like 10 sandwiches.
I mean, Bob could come and go, and he was from the Black Lodge.
Okay.
So who knows?
All right. Well, then we get another shot. Birds calling faintly. They're calling to each other. They're going, birds, birds,
No, they're saying, "Don't you know the bird is the word?"
Oh boy, good.
Bird.
Nice one. I like that. You know what birds are doing? They're trying to fuck.
Yeah, it's all mating calls.
It's two things. They're going, let's fuck, or they're going, I'm over here.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
It's kind of sad how communication
with my bird boner.
Yeah, but communication in the insect and the avian world is all purely for procreation.
Yes, and occasionally
or they do signal for danger as well. If like an owl or a hawk is coming around, they do warn.
They go caw, 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 or they're going caw.
Yeah, they're basically saying, if we die, we can't bang.
In a way, too, all human communication is about trying to get sex too. Because when you're motivated to do anything to achieve status, because that's primary motivator, it's mostly to try to get laid. All right, so then we got a little cabin woods things. Not cabin, a fucking messed up trailer thing. Okay, looks like they've been there a while. And a truck drives in. David Lynch loves to take his time with these shots. Truck backs up and pulls up, and the guy gets out. James immediately recognized him.
Yeah, this is Dr. Jacoby. In the original series, he was the school psychiatrist who was revealed to have some sort of an infatuation with Laura Palmer. So he was an early suspect in her killing.
Okay.
And he was very noticeable, recognizable, because he always wore these weird hippie glasses with two different tones to them. So if you go forward, you'll probably get a screenshot of it.
Yeah, I would definitely do. I just want to point out he's got a nice shovel. That's a good-looking shovel, James. See that? Also, look where he keeps his TV, and it's plugged in. So maybe we'll be finding out more about that. I don't know.
That's really weird.
Maybe it's not. Maybe those wires go somewhere else, but it looks like they're to the TV. Yeah, so the shovel is, I'm pointing out for a very specific reason, and then, yeah, I did get both of his glasses there. I'm sure they're.
Yeah, apparently he's a really cool guy in real life, because I had the distinction of working with a guy, very nice guy. I'll drop his name. His name was Charles, and he was good friends with this man and his family.
Oh, so you knew someone that knew this guy?
Yeah, he would go on vacation with him all the time, and he had nothing but glowing things to say about him. And the whole time I worked with him, I was like, "Is there going to be is Twin Peaks coming back? Is it coming back? Is it coming back? Give me info. Give me info." And he was like,
"I want a rumor."
Yeah, and he wouldn't tell me a thing.
Is there going to be more content for my content hole?
I know.
James, fill your content hole, all right?
I know.
What are we, a YouTube channel? All right, so then he comes over, the guy helps him out. They didn't really have a lot of things to say to each other, and he opens it up for him. I remember one of these said box cutter noise or something.
Yes.
And he pulls out a couple of, or actually like 3 of them, shovels. He just, there's a shovel.
Yeah, this was a strange scene, because it didn't really, the meaning behind it wasn't revealed.
I assume he's going to either hide something or dig something up, but, why did he have another shovel? What are you buying new shovels for? Are you giving them away for presents?
And why do you need so many of them? Are you constantly breaking them? Are you playing like 7 Days to Die, where the durability of your shovel gives out once you dig it too far?
Yeah, probably. Maybe he went for too much gravel.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he was an artist. He uses them in his sculptures or something. I mean, that's plausible. Might be a reason. So one man's paint is another man's shovels, or so I don't know what the fuck that even means. So there he is. He's got shovels. Also, why do they ship shovels in big fucking boxes? Come on. They're shovels. They're made to take damage. You tie them up with a zip tie. You don't even do that. You put them in the front seat. It's outrageous. Anyway, so it's got some shovels. And then boom, New York City. What a nice shot.
This is bizarre, though, because the entirety of Twin Peaks takes place in Twin Peaks. It's completely separated from the hustle and bustle of the city. So to see New York, I was a bit confused.
We got a hustle and bustling going on here. And I thought this shot was really cool, though. The camera, unfortunately, I had one screenshot, but the camera floats skyward in a very controlled way. That I appreciated it as a filmmaker myself, James. I really thought that was excellent. And then we come into this weird hole, and it looks like into a wall that peers out into the city skyline or something.
Yeah, it's almost like a tube connected to the wall or something.
Yeah, like a portal. But
at first I thought it was a free-floating sphere, but then I realized it was kind of connected to the outside, and we were seeing the lights of New York in the background.
Right. Yeah, I didn't think that at all. I was paying attention. James was no, I'm just checking on it. I get it. It was a circular thing. It's kind of hard to tell what it was, but and then we got a young fella looking at it. Doesn't seem to be too excited or not excited like you and me. And it's a box. Let's look at it a little bit closer since our first look here. We got some cool lights. These are hung down from the ceiling. And okay, well, cameras. There's cameras around. We're not sure what's going on. Obviously, pretty deliberately built.
So you're a filmmaker. What kind of lights are those?
LEDs.
Those like Kino flows.
No, Kino flows are the
they're like the greenish ones. Yeah.
I don't know. The only time I ever used Kino, they were these big long
tubes, fluorescent tubes.
Yeah, but you had amber and the orange and blues, and you had to mix them up. Lights aren't my thing. My thing is more saying swear words. All right, so there he is again. Look at that, fucker! Ha! Get it? I swore, James.
So
okay,
he's
wide
essentially,
shot.
yeah, he's standing there or sitting there observing whatever this thing is in the glass box. He's not saying anything. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
And I thought it was kind of a very Lynchian thing because it's like a false symmetry when you see him sitting there. He's got like space for one other person next to him. But yet there's no one sitting there. And I was wondering the whole time, it's like, if there's only one person on the job, why did they give him such a big couch?
Oh, see, I didn't think the couch looked big at all. In fact, from this angle, because we'll see it empty, it didn't seem huge. But hold on, I see a screenshot coming up. I wasn't really paying that close attention to it at all. It comes up later, the size of the couch, which it's when I started. Okay, atmospheric hum. Ooh. The closed captioning was a little too on the nose with the fucking sound. Every time an elevator clicked on, it was elevator clicking, rising up, elevator clicking.
Does it annoy you that they're catering to people with disabilities?
Yes.
Does that make you mad?
Yes.
How dare you?
If God wanted them to hear, he'd have given them fucking ears. All right. What if somebody actually was like, if God wanted me to taste, he'd have given me a tongue. James, if he said what sense would you give up, I always say balance. Most people say their hearing. I'm like, no, I would give up my balance. I want to hear stuff.
You want to be nauseous all the time with no equilibrium?
I want to be on the ground where I'm more comfortable.
It's a horrible thing.
I know. I've had seasickness. It's terrible. Nausea is one of the little underrated malady.
Yeah, it's
the absolute worst thing when you have it. Nausea.
Whatever.
Nausea. All right. Well, so look, big couch. Yeah, I thought it was a chair at one point. Because later on, while we were watching, I was like, why does he? They switched the size of the couch. Okay, so let's keep pushing though. Not a lot happens, but it's all interesting.
No, we're trying to figure out who is this person? Why are we in New York?
Yeah.
What is he looking at? Why is he looking at it? The whole time I'm thinking, is this some sort of portal to the Black Lodge? Is this some sort of experiment that's being done, far away place that somehow tapped into this ethereal area?
Yeah, a bunch of gear under here though, lights and stuff blinking, maybe computer stuff or some sort of electronics.
Computer stuff.
So we hear servers.
Yeah.
And so we hear like camera 3 or something, right? I don't have a screenshot.
Yeah, the alarm goes off and it says camera 3, and he gets up and he gets on a ladder.
Right, and he climbs up and he takes that thing out and he writes the thing down and he puts the thing back in, so we're not sure exactly what, but it's film, it's SD card.
It apparently looks like an SD card, so he's just making sure that whatever's happening is being recorded,
slots.
and when he reaches the capacity of the recording, he replaces the card and moves along.
So his job is to keep these things.
He's got an easy job.
Like,
a boring job, but an easy job.
By the way, SD cards, come on, get a server, get a fucking thing. Everything you can fill up a hard drive, you can do. That's how they do in video stuff. Again, I don't really know, but I know they have big fucking hard drives. All right, so he closes it, locks it up, but this is fine too. It's kind of cool. Maybe they need to move it or keep it super secure. I can see reasoning for it. So then he sits right back down. Doesn't seem too worked up. He's not even reading a book. No Sudoku, no paper.
You know, whoever owns this area is a hugely wealthy person, because this kind of space right here, just for an experiment in New York City, you're paying a
lot of money. This is at least $600 a month minimum.
More like 6,000.
Way more than that. Are you kidding me? Tons more than that.
You think more than that for just that one room?
Yeah.
Really?
I have no.
I know it's bad, but I didn't know it was that bad.
I would bet 10. I mean, it's a giant area in a big old loft. I don't know what the fuck do I know? The only thing. Okay, whatever. I was gonna say something terrible. All right. So he hears a buzzer and he goes off, or somebody's here, right? That's happening.
Yeah.
Now we've got our guard, private security officer.
He kind of looks like a bigger, more angry. What's the guy from The Walking Dead? Shane.
Oh, Shane. No.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Sean, the Frodo's buddy, Samwise Gamgee. Not
really.
Nah, not really. No, I'm not sure. Oh,
look at Astin?
Oh, yeah, Sean Astin. His ears are all fucked up. He must be an MMA guy.
Oh, he's got like cauliflower ears?
Yeah, they're a little smoother though. They look like they're made out of white chocolate or pink chocolate.
It's possible.
I don't know why I said
he's a
but they look
big
hard.
dude.
Yeah, they get all this callus material build up in their ears. That's definitely, I mean, unless it's a prosthetic for the character, or this guy in real life is like a tough act, because it happens to rugby players too, or actually that's why they tape their ears to their heads so that they don't.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I played rugby in college until it got too painful and I quit.
The tape got painful?
No, I was a prop. I was in the front of the scrum.
You were a prop?
Yeah, that's the name of it.
That sounds demeaning.
It is demeaning, but it was the prop, the hooker, and the prop, I think.
Are you kidding me?
No, this is all... It's all
prop, a hooker?
Hold on. It's Europe. They have weird words. Their fucking word for pussy is fanny.
I mean, was there a position called the filth?
So I like to smack my fanny. Wait, what? What are you gonna make fun of rugby to a rugby player, bitch?
Yes, I am.
No, but I was one of the bigger guys on the team, which is not a good sign. I am big, but I'm not like football player. I'm 6'3" and I'm beefy 6'3", but it's like that's not good when I'm one of the biggest guys, because there's fucking monsters out there. We played one to school and they had this big ogre guy. He was like a 400-pound piece of shit, and he would just mow us down, and it sucked. And then some guy tried to rip my shorts off. Actually, he did. He ripped them off partially, and then I tried to rip his off. And then he took a swing at my head, and that's when I decided to quit. I was like, I'm not doing this shit. This is crazy. Why am I going to get knocked out? Because I'm trying to rip off a guy's shorts.
Is that why you always walk around in your underwear now?
Yes.
You never got them back? Never got your shorts back.
It is the sacred oath of all rugby. Never replace your shorts. All right, we're getting distracted. Okay, so, and we got Tracy, who we find out. And I'm a fan of Tracy. I'm going to tell you, James, right off the bat.
You'll find out later why you're a fan of Tracy.
I was a fan before. I just like, she looks like she has a positive attitude. And then, we don't know where she's from or who she is.
Yeah, she clearly has an affinity for this character, who I don't think we've even found out what his name is.
They never tell his name, and we have proof of that later. But she offers to give him some coffee, and she's like, "Oh yeah, come on, can I?" And she really wants to see what's in this room, and he's like, "Nobody can come, sorry." And even this guy's like, "No, can't let you in there."
There's any symbology behind the fact that there's a 7 on each cup?
Well, was that a 7 or a Z?
I guess 7
I'm thinking 7, yeah. Maybe she went to 7, which is like one of those like knockoff stores from 7-Eleven. They just don't want to be the 11, so they just call themselves 7. Open 7 days a week? 7?
But he says, no, you can't come in.
Yeah.
Mainly because the security guard there won't let him in.
Yeah, but he also kind of was like, sorry, can't, we'll find out later. We'll see. But top secret, can't do it. Yeah, those are 7s. Okay, I'll stop in on my way tomorrow. So he's like, is he promising to see her somewhere?
Yeah, they just want to see each other again.
Yeah, but
so he proposes to stop by, and she says, if you can't do that, then I'll stop by same time tomorrow.
But I didn't get the sense from this that they're a thing from this exchange.
Why would a woman bring you coffee and then want to see you again if it wasn't a thing?
Just friendly. Maybe she's trying to. I got the sense that he didn't seem excited to see her. He was just like, "Oh, Tracy, you are here."
Well, he's been very bored.
You are here now. Yeah, but when a hot chick brings you coffee, you fucking jump around.
Well, the security guard's watching, so he has to be, a little subdued.
No, you squat down like a chimpanzee and you smack the ground real hard by putting your hands up above your head and then you go. That's how I do it. I've had sex once. And brings coffee the same time. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I think her face was reacting to what you just said.
Weirdo.
She just backs into the elevator.
No, I am a 6, James. I'm a decent 6 if I've been doing push-ups, but I'm a 10 in the personality. Women love I make them laugh, and then we have sex. And then it's been years, and I'm desperately lonely. It hurts. It hurts so much. Anyway, I'm just saying, I didn't get the sense they had a sexual tension here. She's more interested in him. He was more like, I gotta get back to work.
Right, because he has to play nice in front of the security guard.
I know.
I got that impression.
I get it. All right, fine. Oh yeah, the bad girl part, I guess that's a little bit.
He's putting in the code to get back in the door, and she's leaning over trying to see what it is, and he notices her doing that.
Calls her a bad girl, and she goes, "Try me," which I thought was pretty attractive. I was like, "I'll try you. I'll try you."
No, she says, "Metal door slide shut."
She's the source of all the sound effects. Yeah. All right, so then this guy doesn't really react much, probably because he can't hear anything, because he's got these fucking. Look, you could these look like candlestick holders. You could just jam a couple birthday candles in there, light them up, and just run away. All right, door closes. Boom.
This iconic shot.
Oh, is it?
Because this is the Great Northern Hotel. This is from the beginning.
Hotel? How are brothels not called hotels? Come on.
They should be.
Well, let's open one.
Northern Hotel.
We'll call it the Suck Professor Hotel.
From the opening sequence of the original opening sequence of Twin Peaks.
Okay.
They would cut to the shot an awful lot.
Even though this cliff is cutting off the fucking building?
Doesn't matter.
It's got a cool waterfall.
Yeah, this is what they used every single time.
All right, so this is okay. So they're going back to the hits. All right, Beverly. Now we got Ben.
Yeah, so this is
just in case he forgets his number.
Ben Horn, who was huge in the first season, who was a major suspect as being one of the ones that the person who had committed the murder of Laura Palmer. Turned out to be exonerated, but he owns the Great Northern Hotel.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I said, "Hey, Ashley Judd." And then James goes, "Huh? I don't know. What? You didn't know? You still? That's Ashley Judd.
Is that Ashley Judd? I don't know.
It's 100% Ashley Judd.
Okay, I will agree with you then.
I have great taste in women, therefore I know Charlize Theron and Ashley Judd.
Yeah.
And one of those girls from the Wizards of Waverly Places. So I don't remember what the fuck they're talking about. Something about keeping her spa running.
Yeah, she's talking about something like, there's a guy who was complaining across the hotel because there was a skunk smell, give him a full refund. But it was like, the skunk didn't get into his room. It was halfway across, but he could still smell it. That kind of stuff. It was just like kind of mindless banter.
Yeah, or like a office. I mean, this is what they deal with in their job. Hey, we gotta fix problems. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot of bizarre dialogue exchanges in David Lynch stuff.
As we will definitely find out. Look at this.
And this is Jerry.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is that a bobcat?
Is it an ocelot or a bobcat?
Oh yeah, ocelot, or maybe a lynx. I don't know. Lynx in time. Ocarina. Sorry. All right. So yeah, then Jerry comes up and comes in singing sweet and sour.
Yeah.
Salty. Crunchy.
He was a bizarre character in the original season, and it seems like he hasn't missed a step since.
No, not much. Yeah, it seems to be the kind of. And so he gets introduced to Beverly for the first time. So all right, tell him as we discuss. So he sends her off and goes, "Oh, you a new girl, or should I say a woman? Can't call a woman like that a girl." Rah, rah, rah. Jerry. Does he say something else though, or is that what?
He starts talking about his new side business where he's making some sort of.
Well, but the respect part.
Oh yeah, it's like, are you banging her yet? And he goes, no, that respect. She's married, and he's like, well, I never stopped you before.
James SLOW space DOWN. Slow down.
WHY.
BECAUSE.
ON.
FUCK.
My dick.
All right, so, and he goes, oh, you banging her yet? That's right, yeah, you banging her yet. That was it. And she's married. Oh, as if that's what stopped the gorgeous, amazing, immaculate Ashley Judd from banging this old principal here, this fucking accountant.
He's a businessman.
He looks like the guy who fires your grandpa. All right, suck it to me, suck it. And he says, that was weird.
Yeah, very weird. Because isn't that like the chorus or part of the line of the R-E-S-P-E-C-T, say that woman to be to me? Suck it to me, suck it to me.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. I never would have connected that.
Really?
You're brilliant. Yeah, I'm dumb. I'm very stupid. It's a struggle. It's really not, things aren't working out. So I guess he's making weed, and he talks about... Yeah. This he's got it's built into his banana bread. He's got it also mixed into those things. James, I got to do some edibles and get fucked up. I bet you'd be a lot of fun. I bet you'd have a good time. Anyway.
My sister once gave me a giant muffin, and I was not aware of what it was. And she said, "Oh, just go ahead and eat that. We're ordering food. It'll be here soon." Because I was in like the deep south in Virginia, where food orders come very, very, very slowly.
Yes.
So I ate the whole thing.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the deer to grow.
And it wasn't until after I'd completely eaten it that she revealed that it was laced with shrooms.
Oh, shrooms?
Yes.
Oh no.
And I felt absolutely nothing.
Oh really?
Yeah, it did nothing to me.
Did she just use porcinis or?
I don't know.
What,
she claimed it was like. She was laughing like crazy when I finished it. I was like, why are you laughing? Like,
that's a horrible that's a really...
She's a mean person.
Yeah, that's not good. Like, people have seen other videos of ours. James has mentioned his sister. She's done some nasty shit. That's horrible. You don't do that to somebody.
Yeah, you don't trick people like that. Yeah. But fortunately, it did nothing to me.
I mean, I give James, when I bring him his morning breakfast, I always bring him a bowl of Cheerios. And it's usually milk, but sometimes I change the milk out for whiskey. Because I like it when he gets giggly. As if you couldn't tell the difference. Okay. The idea that, okay, so he's defending his pot usage. He's saying, yeah, it's making me feel creative.
Yeah, but he says that you should never eat your own profits.
Right, yes, that's good advice. But you should also try out your sample. You think fucking Jack Daniels wasn't a goddamn alcoholic? Yeah. Of course he was. You kidding me? Thank God you're no longer in the hotel business. So he goes, yeah, well, my business is tripling our revenue. That's an important word there because it means they're partners. He's not just a ne'er-do-well brother who happens to live in a hotel smoking pot all day. That sounds like a great life, by the way.
Does that mean he's dealing to the customers?
I think he said recently legally sanctioned business.
Well, recently legally, weed being legal in whatever state they're in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he's, dealing, but selling. Yeah. Once it becomes legal, you're not dealing anymore. Now you're selling.
Well, it's, a car dealership. You're dealing cars. Dealing is not necessarily a nefarious word.
Okay, fair enough. I guess at casinos, there's a lot of dealing going on, too. All right, I got you. I take it back. I'm sorry. All right, so Twin Peaks Sheriff's Department, another weirdly framed shot.
Awesome.
Same framing as the thing, or what?
Yeah. Well, no, this is awesome. We're finally getting back because this is like the HQ of the original season. This is where Agent Dale Cooper and Sheriff Truman. Is it Truman?
I don't know.
I forget.
Yeah, Truman.
Yeah,
I think so.
This is where it all went down.
This also looks
Lucy Moran. Yeah.
Is that a character name?
Yeah, she's the weirdly voiced, sort of like Ghostbusters secretary voice.
Oh, you're here for the ghost busting?
Yeah, she's a lovable moron.
Yeah. Well, aren't we all? Sorry, it was not you. You're lovable, smart mon.
No, I'm a moron as well.
Less mon.
Yes.
This looks so generic though. This looks like Batman. You know, in Batman, the Bat computer,
Small town,
the Bat door. Give me a break. Put a badge up here. Come on. Put a hawk. I mean, not.
Well, it's funny.
Put an eagle.
One of the people who works at the police station is named Hawk.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Who knew? So anyway, a guy with two chins comes in. Hey, we're looking for some guy.
And this is a huge moment for fans because they're like, "Holy crap, Lucy's back!"
Look at her coffee mug, Twin Peaks logo.
Yeah.
So she's a well-known, well-liked, well-beloved.
Yeah.
Oh, they got a pine cone.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Are you into the show now?
I fucking love this show. I'm a big fan of pine cones. Everybody check out my Instagram. Link is in the description. I'm always
apartment.
Yeah, we have pine cones all over the apartment. They're free decorations. Come on, don't go pay for fucking decorations. Like
They're fire hazards.
Don't participate in the capitalist modality. Go pick up pine cones. Fire hazard.
We're civilized because we keep the outside outside.
That's why I bake them in the oven. It kills the bugs. Come on, dummy. It also melts the sap, turns it into like a nice clear glaze. It's great. I'm not doing anything googly eyes. I'm not that crazy about it.
Okay, so essentially this guy comes in and says he wants to speak to the sheriff.
Yeah.
And she says, "Well, do you know which one?"
Yeah.
Your Edith Bunker voice would probably work
which
well here.
One? Do you know which one? It's actually I'm doing it. She doesn't sound that bad. And the other one is fishing. Yeah, every exchange takes way longer than it needs to.
And it's awkward and weird because that's the style of Twin Peaks.
Everything is going to be this way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to talk more about that later, though.
And I mean,
it could make a difference.
It's reintroducing her, so it has to reintroduce her in the way that we remember her.
Yeah, fair enough. I can't criticize that at all. So yeah, she makes him just. But he doesn't know which one, right? Like he didn't know the answer.
He just had to talk about insurance.
Yeah, and he gives her a card.
And if you remember her from the previous seasons of the show, way back 25 years ago, she and a deputy, Andy, had this like weird sort of attraction to each other, but neither one of them wanted to commit to it or admit to it. But as we get into this season, apparently they're married and already have a kid.
Oh, Deputy Andy, you want to take out your sinful bits and we can do stuff with them?
It was kind of like that. I think they eventually hooked up in the original series, but now, 25 years later, you get to see where that led.
I'm just loving rubbing up on this pine cone here. Oh, yeah. You ever touch one, James? It's like holding a massage. Come on. Not one of the soft ones. One of the good hardwood ones.
Yeah, I'll kick it out of the way and say, "God dang it, pine cone, get out of my path."
God dang it, pine cone. Damn, Hank again with your fucking pine cone. So James wouldn't swear. Okay, so here we go. And then another boom. Some sort of music, right?
Yeah,
like
this reminded me so much of Jiminy Glick and La La Land. You ever seen that movie?
No.
It's hilarious. It's a terrible movie, but it's Jiminy Glick, Martin Short doing this character.
Yeah, I went on a date to that movie.
Really?
She gave the guy next to me a hand job.
Okay. But
give me a break.
But he's making fun of David Lynch the entire movie. And he dresses up and plays David Lynch.
Okay.
And the whole opening of that is headlights on a dark road. And it's narrated by Martin Short doing his best David Lynch impersonation, saying, "I like the idea of a dark road."
All right.
Because that's so David Lynch. And yet now he's doing it.
This is a classic David Lynch shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so he's done this in other stuff.
I think he has, yeah.
Hey, Steven Spielberg films aliens in every fucking movie. You know, same thing. All right. So, cool car pulls up, though. This is a nice product placement. David Lynch. But this is like a powerful car looking at. So what is that, a Mercedes? And it looks like one of the fast ones, too.
Yeah.
Even slow Mercedeses are fast. So then, who gets out? The fucking guy we've seen already.
All right, so we know
Dr. Dale Cooper.
Agent Dale. You think everyone's a doctor.
Well, it's fun. It's more fun.
Agent Dale Cooper. But we know this is not Dale for two reasons. One of which, we know his true spirit is still trapped in the Black Lodge. And the second, we know that he's been possessed by Bob. And we know that Bob always preferred to have his hair long. So vis-a-vis, this is Bob.
Well, as bad boys do. They like long hair.
Yep.
Just like you, James.
I do.
Yep. And me, you know, around my groin.
It's not because I'm lazy.
I have guinea pig hair down there. It just never stops growing. It's horrible. So, but it keeps my ankles warm. So then a guy comes out with a gun. Bob walks right up. Doesn't seem to be too concerned about him. And he does a little karate. And he knocks him out. Removes the threat. Pretty impressive. This is the exact same way James enters most grocery stores.
And this is another way to know that this is not Agent Dale Cooper. Agent Dale Cooper is a passive, nice, friendly, approachable guy. He would never do that.
You wouldn't just walk up to the shotgun guy and just beat him up real quick?
Absolutely not. He would probably walk up and say something about coffee or pie.
Yeah, coffee. Okay, good. Fair enough. So then he comes inside. We got a gross ass house here. Look, he's got a gun on this thing. He's got some smoking. Ratty ass old leather chair, probably pretty comfortable.
So yeah,
fur. Look at this. What are these, James? Are those raccoon penises? Those are some big old raccoon dicks.
They're pickles.
Oh, pickles. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, for raccoons. I mean, for humans, those are little. But
they're called trash pandas.
Trash pandas. Is that a raccoon? Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Why don't we call pandas trash raccoons? Huh? Maybe we should go both ways.
Yeah.
Well, looky here.
So we know that Bob has been inhabiting the body of Agent Dale Cooper for 25 years. So
I just want to say, handlebar mustache. He's also got handlebar eyebrows.
So they know each other in some capacity. We don't know exactly what. But he walks in. This man is named Otis. They seem to have some familiarity with one another.
He's drinking
moonshine.
Moonshine, I assume. Most things out of a jar of moonshine. Chickens clucking distantly. This is what it's like in my head all the time. Except they're not distant, and they're not.
They're very close.
They're not clucking. They're having a fight. Then we got a couple of kooks sitting. That's a little ominous. The guy with the skinny arms and big long legs, and tall. And this guy's in a wheelchair, but they're just looking like. Background goons, good flavor, nice little. This is like on the plate. This is like some garnish on the plate of the room.
Something to add some sort of weirdness or mystique to the scene.
Yeah, a detail that's probably has nothing to do with anything except to make it awkward. Then the guy comes back in with a shotgun, and what happens? Well, guess what? You're fucking with the wrong guy, and he just takes him down. It was so silly like that. So I think he grabs a shotgun and hits him in the head with it. Right? That looks like I caught the moment. I think he grabbed the bottom and he whacks him in the head.
Yeah, but it does not work out well for him.
For the shotgun guy?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like this dude is so cool, calm, and collected. He didn't hesitate and just knocked him down. Shotgun clanks. So it's like, oh, okay, all right. So then, all right, now what?
So he says, "Can you go get Ray and Darcy? Is it Ray and Darcy?
Ray, yeah, Dharma and Greg.
I could be getting the name wrong.
I think it was Ray and Darla. Dara.
This is Bully, or what's her name? The weird woman that comes out first. Buela, yes.
Buela. Well, wait, where? Oh, that's this lady here. Yeah.
It's the woman with the compressed face.
Oh yeah, she sure does. That's kind of what happens to your face when you lose your front teeth. That's sort of denture people have that. All right, look, she's got it. Oh, look, there's her broom. She must have flown off on that. After
she kind of does look like a witch, but that's not really fair.
She reminds me of a second reference of this, Children of Lost Men. I said that before in another episode of
Children of Lost Men.
Amazing movie. City of Lost Children. I fucked it up.
City of Lost Children.
Yeah, City of Lost Children starring Hellboy himself, Ron Perlman. And there's characters, two women that look just like her, but their arms move like together, like they're like a twin. They're like a melded brain, but they're together. So they have four arms. Well, it's really good. It's about people that manipulate children. A guy can't have dreams, so he kidnaps children and steals their dreams. He's a scientist who lives on an oil rig.
Interesting.
And Ron Perlman's younger brother gets kidnapped, so he goes after him and fucks him up.
So apparently he knows Buela as well. He says, put something better at your front door, meaning get a better guard. And she says something like, it's a world of truck drivers. Yeah, look, a restart is required.
Oh man, everybody, restart your computers right now. I thought I didn't get picked up.
We'll meet you back when you reboot.
Yeah. Sorry. Our special effects team doesn't have the ability to get rid of that.
That didn't pop up on the screen, so I didn't see that on the TV.
Yeah.
How long is that there?
It's only on there for 3. Don't worry. What, do you think people are going to be angry at us because it says fucking restart required? Yeah. Just because you have a computer that cares about itself? Okay, and then the world's most beautiful woman comes out. She's hot. James?
Yeah, I don't recognize her, but yeah, she... Her
eyes are real far apart, like when you design a video game character. But,
now that you've said that, I can't unsee it, and she freaks me out.
Like, she could fit a whole nother eye in between these two here.
She could wear a ski mask and still be blind.
Well done. That's funny. Yeah, it works for her though. It works with it works.
You think if she pulled her hair back, it would be even weirder?
Yeah, especially if she pulled it real tight and just stretched her eyes to the side above her ears.
All she wants to do is phone home.
Yeah. All she wants to do is eat fish food when someone drops it above. Get it? Fish have their eyes on the side of
and the guy on the left is someone who's permanently smelling cat crap.
Yeah. I like his shirt though. He's got all right, Adam, yeah, you beat me on that one. No, but I think she's a very attractive woman. I'm into it. I would not be at all hesitant.
No.
I mean, yeah, assuming she said yes.
Obviously. I mean, I would want her around because she could see danger from either direction very easily.
She could spot dragonflies coming from behind and from the front, just like a chameleon in the jungle.
Oh,
her eyes rotate around.
This is wrong.
Luke Skywalker needed a droid for the back of the ship, so he plunked her in there, and she would.
She's way more successul than either one of us will ever be.
Oh yeah, you kidding me? She made more money in this one shot than you and I made in our entire life. Not you maybe, but me for sure. Yeah. Why are we ripping on her? She's gorgeous, by the way.
You had to mention it.
Well, the eyes are wide apart, but that's fine. Sometimes it works. Just like fucking Adam Driver. That guy's ugly as shit.
What was that?
But he's fuckable. He's hot.
What was that Tom Cruise movie, Eyes Wide Apart?
Eyes Wide Apart. Yeah. starring Nicole Kidman. Yeah.
His are too close together and hers are far apart.
Yeah, right.
They need to basically do like a Dragon Ball Z merge, and then they're normal.
Just even it out with the two of them. Again, video game creation. That's why people sometimes they just work so, but usually, it's no good. Yeah.
So he wants to see these two people for some reason.
Ray and Daria.
Yeah.
Yep. Ray's on the left for obvious reasons. The shotgun guy is still just knocked out. But he doesn't do anything with, or no, he says it's time to go. He makes them leave.
Yeah, he wants them to come with him.
Yeah.
And before they leave, they go and basically pay their respects to the two people sitting on the side of the room.
Yeah, they kind of take their time, a little hand, and it was like, what do you think that's all about?
Yeah, it was very strange, but, and then he says, Mr. C, Mr. C. Is he referring to Mr. Cooper?
I thought so, yeah. I got that sense.
Is he still going by the name Cooper, even though he's not Cooper?
What's Bob's last name?
Nobody knows.
Maybe his first name is Hanging With.
And I already told you like the interesting story about Bob off camera, and by camera I mean off microphone. But essentially he was like part of the crew that David Lynch saw moving like a dresser into a set and said, "Hey, you look creepy. You startled me. You're going to be Bob. You're going to star in this." He was just a crew guy.
Wow.
And then he tragically died of AIDS not long after the show ended. So unfortunately, the original Bob character is not going to be in Twin Peaks.
Oh, okay.
The Return.
So, but Bob is in this one played by the guy that does Agent Cooper.
Yeah, because normally...
Because Bob would the spirit of Bob would inhabit a character, right?
Yes, I'm assuming that if Bob were still alive, the character, the person who plays Bob, we would have seen him in a reflection or something like that. There's no way they wouldn't have done that.
Right, but I'm saying, did this actor... He never played Bob in the previous 2 seasons? Not in being possessed by...
He was only shown on camera as being possessed by Bob for literally like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And then the entire thing ended.
But they often showed Bob, the other guy who died of AIDS.
Yeah, he would appear a lot.
As a different actor, though. Okay, so we maybe...
Or as himself, disconnected from an actor. He would just travel around and just appear to people.
But he had to look like a human.
Yes, he was like a long, gray-haired, scraggly-haired man with a short, stubby beard and a jean jacket.
Okay, all right. Kind of like my guardian angel. All right, so this guy just drinks more of his piss or moonshine or whatever he's doing.
Could be pickle juice.
Yeah, could be that raccoon penis juice too. Yeah. All right, so back to New York. So we're back again. I was at least glad to find a familiar set. I was like, oh good, we don't have to watch like 10 different new locations and shit. So the kid, what's he doing? Oh, he's
back to his job.
Well, he's not in the shot there. He's missing.
That's not him sitting in the chair?
No. How bad are your eyes? Jesus Christ.
What? My eyes are so good I can see into the future.
I'll take you to the doctor. I'll drive you, man.
You've seen a doctor in like 9 years.
I know. I'm poor. I haven't been to a dentist in 4 years, and luckily I just haven't.
Is that why you have no teeth?
Yes. These are chiclets. These are chiclets. It's also why I don't date, because I can't afford more chiclets. Otherwise, they get lost in the because I'm a very giving lover. All right. There he is. Oh, he's on a. That's him there. By the way, these if people can see it, obviously to us it's dark on my screen because the screenshots make them dark, and then I got to brighten it up in Premiere when we. Okay, so it won't be as dark as it was. Okay, I'm not explaining that stuff. People must hate this. I bet new people fucking hate this episode.
Oh, I'm sure.
You and me.
I hate me
but
too.
We're grateful for those that muscle through it and eventually start to look forward to our shit. Yeah. it's
at least
the most surprising thing that's ever happened on this channel is that anybody came back for more.
Yeah.
And we're so flattered by it, by the way. All right, so
every time I open up one of the videos and hit comments, I just cringe and brace for the impact. And then people are so nice, and I'm so shocked by that. Every single time I still tense up and cringe. Here it comes.
I know. I'll go days without clicking on it because I just don't want to see something shitty. And there's still going to be shitty every once in a while, but more than often, it's super nice. And it's really.
I'm expecting like 100 comments like, you suck, kill yourself.
I hate you. Because you have to do what they say if someone says
I know.
It's required. All right, so then he's doing his job. He's just replacing some SD cards. There's a few more this time, so some time has passed. We don't know how much hours each one covers. But and guess who's back? Old Tracy Trace.
Yep.
Okay, she's back up. She's got the 7 cups. That's why I thought it said Z, because there's like that bit down there.
I mean, it could say that. We don't know, though.
Yeah, I think Z would be a good name for a coffee shop because it gets Z's, like sleep.
Well, no, sleep. The coffee does the opposite of sleep.
That's exactly my point. Fight the Z's.
Oh, I get it.
As Disease Ansari. Do you think he's got a brother named Disease?
Oh my gosh.
Aziz?
he's talking about sleeping. Sleeping is represented by multiple Z's. DZs.
DZs.
Oh my god.
DZ. Yes.
You cracked the code.
I cracked the code.
I don't know what code, but you cracked it.
Somebody changed the Hippocratic Oath. Okay, so soft brooding music. More like breeding music, am I right?
Yeah, so essentially Tracy comes back at the time that she agreed to come back.
Yes.
But the guard is not there. He looks in the bathroom, sees the guard is not in the bathroom. He's like, that's pretty weird.
But it takes like 5 minutes to just walk over to the bathroom and go inside.
That's
like,
David Lynch.
David Lynch loves taking his time. I'm going to start writing stories that take up 2 pages and stretch out to 60 minutes. I'm trying to be a comedy writer or filmmaker, everybody. That's why I'm a fucking loser.
So he's like,
it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so this guy is like, okay, the guard's not there. He's the only thing that's keeping you from going in there, so I assume you can come in there. But be warned, although there's nothing stopping you from going in, I don't know how you're going to get out if he comes back.
Wait, who said? Someone says that?
Yes,
oh yeah.
The unnamed boy.
Yeah, if the guard comes back.
Yeah, I can't really smuggle you back out without him knowing.
Right. So he says, well, okay, fine, I'll bring you inside, so they come in. I did like this shot here. So they come in the door, right? And he closes this and he hits the buttons and turns it off and locks the door. And then what I liked about this next shot is that this is the POV from where that door is located in this physical space. Not all directors would do this. A lot of guys would kind of maintain like the 180 rule or whatever, sort of like try to keep the camera sort of locked away on a certain side of the room. But this creates a sense of you're seeing it from her perspective, but from a viewer's your own perspective, it's a little disorienting. I don't know if anybody picked up on that, or maybe I'm just talking on my ass here. So anyway, I just like that David Lynch said that, because that's the kind of thing I would do, because I don't really know any fucking thing. So look, Z, that's got to be Z. It's not a 7.
Yeah, you're right. It's kicking up at the end, so that is a Z.
And it's followed by a period, so it's maybe it's just a short nap. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm really doing it. So she's like, whoa, what is it? He's like, it's just a glass box. He's like, I don't know what it is. I just got a job. They call him man, too.
Yeah.
So you call him boy, but that's okay.
He's younger than I am, so.
Yeah, he is. Everybody's younger than you. You're old.
I feel old.
I'm older than you. It's horrible.
I'm 333.
I am, you are? You're 33?
33. I'm gonna die soon.
Wish I didn't know that. That's I don't know, this makes me sad because it's a lot younger than I am. It's fucking annoying.
I'm already starting to shrivel up.
How dare you? Whose place is this? So anyway, she's I heard a real billionaire, mysterious, and so she's she's into him.
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
absolutely a Z.
Yeah, it's totally a Z. Yeah, for sure. And if anything appears inside, but the guy replaced something, but he wouldn't tell me what it was. And okay, so then they show this stuff underneath the thing. See, this is the computer stuff. Yeah. Lights and bloop, bloop, bloop,
just a bunch of PlayStation 2s glued together.
Yeah, it's just the back of a bunch of shit. Like they just go buy a bunch of LED panels.
Yeah, they probably just spray painted the boards black and then like put a few red LEDs on it and then bada bing bada boom.
Not that it would be, not that you could get that done too easily, but it's never as complicated as you think.
Yeah, it doesn't have to work.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a thing. It's just something plugged into some car
battery. It just has to be, what's the word that they use?
Turn it on?
No, there's 2 words they use for something when they put it on a set and they get ready to film.
Yes.
Is it blank blank?
Is it ready to...
Ready is the second word.
Oh, is it camera ready?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
That proves to me that you have worked on productions.
Well, I wouldn't call it digital shit mostly. I really want to work. Okay, whatever. All right. Okay. Well, hey, why don't we sit down? This is where I was like, hey, the chair's too big. How'd they get a bigger chair?
And I was like, nope, it's not.
No, it's totally the same chair.
I was like paying attention to that because it was all about the perspective, the framing, and he's very big about that, about symmetry and the fact that it wasn't perfectly symmetrical. I was like, oh, that's weird that they did that, but
totally.
A little bonsai tree.
Yep, I like that. It's always fun to have sex underneath a tree or near a tree.
I don't know how you can get underneath a bonsai tree to do that. That'd be a little difficult.
I have a tiny penis.
You would need not Martin Short, Rich Moranis' Shrink Ray.
Yes, well, that's how you think I got such a tiny penis. I was the star of Honey, I Shrunk the Penis.
Honey, I Shrinks.
Honey, I Shrunk Hank's penis. You call it a wang? Can you say penis?
I can.
Will you?
Well, I gotta keep this PG-13 because even though it's a scientific term,
I've already said I said the word fanny, which is going to get us banned in Britain.
No, there's one person that comments very infrequently on our channel that berates me for not saying words like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, can't you just say it? And I want to see if I can bring him out of the woodwork.
Well, who cares about that? I mean,
come on, dude, come on.
What do you mean bring him out of it? Everybody finds it adorable that you don't swear, but penis is
not a swear word. That's fine.
That's my point. Why can't you say that?
She's got Nancy Kerrigan legs. Look at that.
I like her legs.
Chun-Li legs.
Chum-Li legs.
Look at that. And she's got these weird like ankles. She's like ankles like possum tails.
Possum tails? Who the hell refers to a possum? Have you ever touched a possum?
I've had 2 pet possums.
Oh my god, of course.
I love possums.
Yeah, I saw one the other day and it scared the shit out of me, and then I ran home.
They're more afraid of you than you are of them. They're very...
No, that's bears.
You can pick them up, you can hug them, and they'll wrap their tail around your neck.
Not wild ones.
You can feel like the big tail curling around your neck and then your arm, and you're petting him, and they're like drooling all over you. It's amazing.
They're evil rats. They're king of rats. They're disgusting animals.
They're adorable.
They're not. And by the way, you only touch baby. You have to raise them to familiarize them with humans. You can't just go pick up a wild fucking...
Yeah, you pick up a wild one, it'll look at you, and it will hiss, and then it will try and claw your eyes out.
Yes, I had a possum encounter in Chicago once. I was beating up... not beating up. It was on the fence, and then I started hitting a fence with a broom because I wanted to scare
Gee, I
it.
wonder why it was agitated.
No, I wanted it to get away from me. I don't want it in my yard. And then I like peeked up to look over the fence to see if it was... And it turned out it was inside the fence, 2 fences, like 6 inches apart or something. And then it poked its head up and it looked right at me, and I screamed and I ran away.
Did it hiss?
I don't know. I fucking got out of there. All right. So soft rumbling. This is always a good look to get from a lady or a guy.
Okay, we should mention though before that he said something along the lines of the guy who worked here before him.
Yeah.
His entire job was to watch the box.
We covered this part.
We did to see if anything comes out.
Yeah, and he said that he saw it, but he didn't tell him what it was.
Okay,
I very quickly brushed over because it was in the text on the
I was probably thinking about something.
Let me define her legs real quick. She's got her legs pressed back against the couch, and she's got nice legs because she's got muscular legs, which is good.
That's what I mean by Chun-Li legs.
Chun-Li, the fat guy from the Pawn Stars?
Chun-Li from Street Fighter, the one with the giant turkey legs.
I thought you were talking about Chun-Li.
Chun-Li.
The dumb... Like the
Chun-Li. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, why would you say that? She's got great. These are nice, and they're pushed up against the couch.
This is mostly a video game channel. How do you not know Chun-Li?
Why would I know Chun? I don't know all their names.
Oh my, she's like as famous as Samus Aran from Metroid or Link from Zelda.
It's Seamus, and by the way, Zelda is the main character of Zelda. Okay, everybody gets that wrong.
Get out.
No. Whatever. I don't mean to. He's got nice legs too. All right, they both got great legs. All right, so anyway, boom, and then what happens? You lean in. Does
she have like is she sitting on something, or is she just that much taller?
I think he's slouched back more. She's sort of just got better posture. I don't think she is taller than him, but it's not that. Anyway, they go for it. Boom, boom.
But go back a little bit. Why do they keep talking about? Keep going. One more. Okay, maybe I'm a little bit too early. Keep going.
Soft rumbling. That's what goes on in my heart whenever I make eye contact with a member of the opposite or same sex. Or posters at bus stops. Okay, so they go for it. She puts her hand on his back. I like it when the girl puts her hand on the back of your head. It's just nice. It's the only place I still have hair in my head. It's really pretty. And then she just stands up and she just starts disrobing. Oh fuck the button! Come on, there it goes. And dude. She cut out the thing because this thing's like, ooh, hey, even the box is excited.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by this because the original Twin Peaks didn't really go very far in the terms of nudity and gore, from what I remember.
Well, boom, she just takes it off. I don't think we need to blur this, right? This is just a butt.
Yeah, that's
fine. That's a thong.
Yeah.
Nice. You know, whatever she's working with is working for me. It's fine. I think we're good. I'm okay. Sorry guys, evolution is making me have a hard time concentrating. And then he starts to take his clothes off too, which is what you do. And she's just, but they made out for 10 seconds. That's the best thing about dating.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Well, what, you want to get through it quickly? Oh, gross, his nipples. Sorry, everybody, I forgot to blur out his nipples. That's better. That's good. And then she just climbs aboard, man. It's like, dude, I don't think he took his pants off, but James, under 10 seconds of making out? Dude, it usually takes like 3 weeks of like texting funny pictures and stuff.
Oh, you think to get her to that point?
Yeah, get a girl to take her clothes off.
Okay.
It took me 18 years for me to...
He's in a top secret facility. I mean, that gets him some brownie points.
My shitty apartments in Chicago, when I lived there, were top secret because they were gross and covered with bugs. Okay, anyway, they're going at it and they're having a fun time. This is probably one of the better parts about being an actor. I'm just joking around. Because a whole bunch of crew are standing around, including David Lynch. Oh yes, put it in her.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke. Every single time one of these things comes up, the caption says MM. And it's like, why do they keep talking about M&Ms? But you didn't capture any of those.
There's a bunch of them. But yeah, she was like going, you know, those little noises, man. It's so weird. It's so crazy. And then all of a sudden, did you see this coming?
Something had to happen.
Yeah, it'd be weird if they just showed him banging. It just turns into a porno. Okay, so then it turns dark. It sort of gets this, and it gets darker, and then the camera's picking it up. Luckily, we got a good, okay. And then he goes, oh, stop, shit, oh my god, my thing. And so, I would just keep going. I wouldn't make her. I'd be like, all right, I'll deal with the crazy. Okay, and then it's hard to see in this shot. I think we can kind of tell.
Yeah, it'll be brightened
slowly
emerging.
I'll brighten it up in Premiere, and he goes, what? Oh shit. shh, and she looks and she's like, oh no, oh my god. So she's also intrigued, and it looks like
so. It's this weird like pale creature with like a large mouth that seems to be shivering.
See, what I saw was a woman wearing a hat, or somebody wearing a hat. It's a feminine hat. See this line? I thought this was a hat, and she, like, her head was down, so her eyes were kind of covered, and their arm. I didn't, but it was really hard to tell what it was.
Yeah.
But did you see? I read this as a woman in a hat. Did you see it that way?
Originally, I thought that, but then near the very end, you start seeing like a mouth emerging.
It sort of morphs into sort of a bald-headed freak monster, like right there.
Yeah.
Like that's terrifying. Like, argh! And then she's like, oh god, oh shit, and whooshing softly intensifies.
So is this something from the Black Lodge that's emerging through a portal into their world?
I guess. I don't know what I barely understand this whole Black Lodge, White Lodge shit. I don't fucking know. Spy versus spy crap. So, you know, they're naked and vulnerable and intrigued, and all of a sudden it goes down real quick. Oh no, God! Look at his eyes. Yeah. Yeah, and the thing just kind of emerges out, and the glass breaks. I think we
did you get the glass breaking?
I don't know. I might have missed it. We'll see. I think I must have missed it. It happened very quickly.
I don't think it's happened.
Oh, there it is. Glass shatters.
Okay, there you go.
All right, and oh no, shit! Oh God, she was about to let me have sex with her. Oh. Intense whooshing, Tracy screaming, and then the whole thing just goes
flesh slicing.
So
it's
slicing.
like it's like oscillating in front of them really quickly, and it's making these like cutting sounds, and you can see them getting kind of cut to pieces.
Yeah, it was like shaking back and forth, and all of a sudden they're all bloody and covered and hugging, and it's like slap that spray wall bloody wall, take that. So like it was fucking violent. Now you reacted to this moment, let's back up one, because this show is not known for violence. So they don't do the freaky, crazy violence. Not that I can
recall. I think probably the goriest thing that I've seen from the show before was just like the body of Laura Palmer washing up on the beach.
Okay.
And that was, you know, pretty clean. It was just like unwrapping her face from the plastic wrap, and
so do you think
she was dead?
Do you think this is David Lynch being able to ruining Twin Peaks? Not ruining, it's not the right word, but detaching from what Twin Peaks is supposed to be about, or is it that he's more able to execute his vision because it's easier and cheaper to do special effects these days? You got better computers, better technology.
Yeah.
So this is more like George Lucas finally being able to fulfill his original vision.
Most
except
likely.
It's not a fucking maniac like George Lucas. It's David Lynch.
Yeah. I like that second interpretation.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool. Wow. I never thought I'd hear you say that about anything I said. That's nice of you. Thanks. The show's over. Okay. Cool. Birds calling distantly again. They're going, birds. Anybody out there? Birds.
Dial 1 first.
Yeah. Dial 9 to speak to an operator or a operator. Buckhorn, South Dakota. Now we're getting into it. Now we got a whole new location. You've never heard of this before, right?
No, this is new to me.
Now, did the original show travel as far as South Dakota, or was it all contained in the local area?
As far as I can recall, it all happened within Twin Peaks.
Okay, all right, and surrounding environs.
Yeah.
Like you know,
like
just
One-Eyed Jacks and
out
all that kind
of
of stuff.
town a little. Okay, so we got a lady out exercising her dog. She's in a hurry. I don't know what she's up to, but she was kind of rushed. Seemed a little stressed about something. Oh my, oh no, and fire. I don't know what, for some reason that's okay.
So her neighbor is Ruth Davenport.
Yes, so she's...
And her dog is named Armstrong.
Armstrong. She's in room 218. Remember this number, everybody.
I was thinking it was going to be like room 430.
I was looking for 430 up there and everything. So she gets on the phone, and again, she's a dimwit. She's like, not just her, though. A lot of the actors in the show, basically the acting is like be
as dumb as possible.
They're all a little touched. Like nobody understands anything quickly. They all repeat themselves over and over. They all hesitate before speaking substantially. It's crazy. You're supposed to blurt shit out like I do. Fuck!
By golly.
By golly! But, so she calls, I assume, the police. Look, there's a birdie.
Yeah, because apparently her neighbor has not been answering the door for a number of days, and she also, we find out a little bit later that she smells something coming from that apartment.
Yeah.
So she finds it necessary to contact the authorities.
Yes, and she's got her bowl of vibrators right there in the middle of the thing. Bowl of dildos is what I should have said there. Okay, so she goes, oh my goodness. So she says she smells something, it's gross, and so the police. Cops show up. Again, another 20 minutes of these guys trying to get inside. The whole thing was about the key. Now we got this whole thing here. She says, no, I don't have the key. Oh, well, the maintenance guy probably has the key.
Hank.
Her brother, though. Or no, she says, when she's gone, she goes to her brother, and her brother has a key. They're like, well, can we get in touch with her? So, I don't know where her brother is. Like, there was a whole thing about her brother with the key. Then she mentions the maintenance. Barney, that's the brother, right? He's in the hospital.
No, Chip is the brother.
Chip is the brother. Well, I don't know. Okay, who's Barney?
It's not really that important.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, they exhaust every possible.
Yeah, they basically take every single avenue aside from the direct avenue. This is kind of how Twin Peaks is.
Not that that's necessarily bad. It's just like
it's unnecessary confusion.
Not even confusing. It's just more. It's masturbatory. It's like, okay, we get it. There's something inside. It's like I know it builds tension. It really serves the function of like, well, you don't get to see what's behind that door for a while. Look at their logos here, James. Like the Buckhorn Police. So anyway, so who's Hank? I've been asking myself that for many years. Barney's Hank Fillmore. No,
he's the maintenance guy.
Yes, it's more like Hank Filler Up. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Where would we find Hank? I'm looking for him myself. I am on a journey of self-discovery, everybody. But I saw him out back a little while ago. Okay, so there you go. We know where Hank is. Now we can go find this Hank guy. So they walk around, fucking name like Hank, and he's a bald piece of shit living in the garbage, just like me. just like me. I dress like exactly like this. My everyday outfit is a doctor's bag. Did you know he's carrying a doctor's bag?
Yes, I did. I was wondering what was in it.
They never showed us. I wanted to find out. Yeah, so, okay, so he doesn't come close. He's like, what the, we're trying to find Barney's. Who's Barney? Oh, Barney's the brother that has the key, and Hank knows where Barney.
Right.
Okay, but this guy should have a key because he's the maintenance guy, right?
Should, yes.
I don't know, yeah, it just gets, okay, so Chip ain't got no phone. Of course you can't call him. Oh, look, it's chained to it. Is that?
Oh, yeah, it's like a watch or a wallet chain almost.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought that's not the doctor's bag it's connected to. It's connected to just something. Keep it up in his breast pocket there up high. And then she comes out, and when she's out of town, she gives me a key.
So I can water the plants.
Yeah, it's like, and the cops are like, oh, Jesus.
So she had the key all along, but she was too much of a moron to make the connection that they needed that to get into the apartment.
Yes, but she's far from the only dumb person in this show.
Yeah.
Well, I guess dumb's not the right word. Askew, obtuse. Something's going on with every single person in here. Maybe a little bit too much lead in the water in this place.
American Image, is that what it says?
Indian Heritage, that one says. This one, those aren't books. Unearling, no, sorry, I can't fucking tell. All right, so we finally get inside. The cops go inside and they see a big puffy thing inside the bed. Oh, James, what do you think?
So what do you think happened to her? Was this like a shotgun blast straight to the eye, or is this, a stabbing? Is this?
I doubt it's stabbing. I think someone hit her with a whisk, and they just whisked her brain up real good, like one of those metallic, electric ones. Or a blender. They broke the glass part off the blender and just stabbed her in the eyeball with it. I don't know.
You think like an egg mixer or a mixer with only one connector to it?
Yeah, one of those mixers. That's what I meant to say instead of whisk. I don't know. I'm guessing like a supernatural attack of some sort, just like a like a laser blast,
or something that was inside of her that escaped through her
Oh,
face.
that could be it. Yeah, maybe her eyeball finally made a break for it, made a run for it. I mean,
so I'm wondering if she becomes the new Laura Palmer. The whole season will be about discovering who killed Ruth Davenport.
Yeah, it could be. There's more to her than meets the eye, though, as we'll see in a moment here. And of course, this guy, he's complaining to somebody. I'm not sure.
Harvey.
Look at his fucking phone. Is he tiny or is the phone gigantic?
It's one of those plus phones.
This looks like one of those. This James's phone actually is similar to this. What do you have, a 6 Plus?
7 Plus.
7 Plus with an extra battery case. Right?
I took that off because it was keeping me from plugging headphones in.
Oh, okay. Wow, great design. But yeah, James has a big old chunky phone. This is bigger than that, though. It's like he's talking into a Kindle.
Yeah.
What the hell? Come on. Get out of here. So I got all of it. So something about the doctor's bag is important. I'm sure that's going to come up.
Yeah, we'll find out more in later episodes.
Yeah. So then we got a camera. Guy's got the cool flash.
So what is that? A white thing on the outside of the camera lens?
That's just a flashlight. That's just a
That's where the light emits from.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a porno I watched one time, and all the girls had like circles in their eyes, like on the reflection of their eyeballs. I just liked the lighting. It was really good, and eventually I figured out that it was because they had one of these circle camera lights. You can get those circular camera lights. Why I had to bring up porno, I don't know. I'm a nut. All right, there they go. And this lady's like, hey, and he holds up his hands or something. He's like, hey, look, I'm being a good boy, right?
Yeah, because apparently he's been kind of sloppy in the past and not, contaminating of crime scenes. He's kind of a dope.
That's the inference,
that's
which I didn't understand. I asked James, and James explained it because James is smarter than me. So they lift out the thing. Now, do we have to blur some of this stuff?
I don't think so. It doesn't really show anything.
Okay, good. I mean, why is this okay to show and not fucking a titty or a dick A mutilated corpse. It's all gross and veiny and nasty, covered in blood and dried.
Well,
the culture's fucked up, man.
The important thing is that she has her head detached.
Okay, that's the important thing.
It's not just that she's missing an eye and has a giant hole in her head, but the head has been cut.
Look at these gut pubes.
It's coagulated blood rising to the surface.
Do you see the hair? The tuft of hair? Do you have a hairy chest, James? Want to see mine? Check it out. I'll pull one out.
That's all right.
Ah!
You actually did it?
Yeah. Oh, I pulled out a whole bunch of them.
Jesus.
I've been yanking out nose hairs these days.
That'll make your eyes water.
Yeah, I cry for other reasons too. It's been a hard few years. So heads chopped up.
So this is an obvious case of suicide.
Clearly, yeah.
But no, one thing they say later on is that we've ID'd the head, but we haven't ID'd the body.
Yeah, they do
and
fingerprints.
If this is indeed hair all over the body, is this potentially a male's body?
Yeah, they said it's a male. It's a John Doe. That she referred to it as a John Doe. Yeah, no, I think it's a safe bet this is not a woman's body.
I would be concerned if it was.
I mean, it's the dead giveaway is the gonads and the boobs usually.
Well, we can't see.
Sometimes it's hard to tell, especially when you're talking about a corpse. Yeah, I mean, especially if you've been dead a long time, you can get a big old swollen belly on you. You know, I mean, we can all be fat, disgusting messes. That's one of the nice things about the genders is that no matter which gender you are, you can be a horrifying, disgusting pile of human shit.
So we essentially have two homicides going on here.
Yeah, it looks like two homicides, but it's just a shocking shot and quite a tricky move to swap out. Yeah, I mean, look at the size of the neck on the bod.
It doesn't match up.
Those don't not line up. You're going to need a lot of toothpicks to hold that head on for the birthday party. All right, so then a bunch of 3 black screen. Okay, there's a house or something. And then James got super excited about this.
This is Margaret, the log lady.
So
this is awesome. She is very similar to the giant in that she gives these cryptic clues and these hints that she hears from the log that she carries around. So she's a kook.
I didn't see the log right away.
But that's why they call it the log lady.
I know,
obviously.
but you announced her, and when I spotted the log, I was like, holy fuck, a literal log.
Yeah, so she apparently talks to this log, and the log tells her things that she passes on to other characters that mean nothing again at the beginning, sort of like the giant, but has great meaning when it comes to fruition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she calls up this guy.
And this is also another awesome scene. This is Hawk. This is a guy from the original.
Deputy Chief Hawk?
Yes.
Okay, so he says, thank you, Lucy's like the...
Lucy's the not this. I don't want to say assistant. She's the receptionist.
Receptionist. There you go.
The dim-witted one.
Yeah, she's the thing. Ow.
Yes.
Look at these totems. These are pretty fun, huh? This one looks like it just found out it's becoming a father, and this one looks like he is already a father.
Yeah.
That's my dad's face out there. You goddamn boys! I was jizzing in my sheets. I mean,
wow.
On your own beds, but like
you break into his house just to do that.
I paid. Yeah, I do. You know, Father's Day's coming up. I want the old man to feel special. Honey glazed dad.
Yes. So my log has a message for you.
Yes. We just lost a bunch of subscribers. I like when people get angry at stuff that we do later in the reviews. Like, hey, this is obviously not serious. Yeah. What gave it away? Yeah, what the fuck's with the log, James? We just supposed to trust that she listens to her log?
The log has never been wrong.
So the log is good intel.
The log has the best intel.
Okay. So the log is like the Carrie Felicity from The Americans.
Yeah, James Comey has memos that were dictated to him by the log.
By the log. Yeah, nicely detailed, laid out. Okay, so this dude just talks around speakerphone, doesn't really move, doesn't take any notes either. He's not writing shit down.
Yeah, so essentially the log says that it has, that there's something you need to investigate. Something is missing. It relates to Agent Dale Cooper, Special Agent Dale Cooper, and that it relates to your heritage. So essentially what she's telling him is that Dale Cooper is still alive. He's not missing. He is in the Black Lodge, which we learn about through Hawk because it's a Native American folklore thing.
Okay. But he explains that in previous seasons.
Yes, in previous season, we learn all about the Black Lodge predominantly through Hawk.
This is the message from the log. Do you think it's the same log that they filmed with originally?
I would not be surprised.
That log should be in the Smithsonian. Next to the Ren and Stimpy exhibit, because that's the only log I trust.
It's better than bad, it's good. Everyone wants a log. You want a log as well.
Log.
Want to get a log?
Let's get a
log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood, it's log. It's better than bad, it's good. Everyone wants a log.
Now, once more with conviction, or whatever the fuck that. Okay. Good night, Hawk. All right, so what if his name's not Hawk and she's just being a racist?
Yeah.
You know, like when I call an Indian guy Moon and suddenly I get fucking beat up. All right, so there he goes, line clicks, and he's just like, all right. What the? He didn't get up, nothing. I'm not that he's supposed to run up. I don't know. He's nice and relaxed, though. I like him. I like his earring. Looks like he's wearing a fishing lure. case he gets stranded on a fucking island. All right, so police station, not it. No, what number 11? I think maybe that says. Okay, so this is Buckhorn, I think, right? And then we got the fake computer graphics. Look, Windows, Net.
I should remember the line.
Excel.
It's great for a snack. It fits in your back. It's log.
Oh yeah, well, bringing you back, huh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I used to like the really detailed up close
Taking a
drawings
journey.
of Ren and Stimpy. All right, so this lady's doing a print analysis with some generic computer stuff.
This is obviously not a real program.
Some graphic computer guy got paid a few bucks to build up this looking thing. I could have done this. It'd take me all weekend.
Why would most of the screen be the uploading scan portion?
Yeah, so the camera can pick it up.
And how would it know that there's only 4 fingers present, so it only has 4 boxes to bring out the fingers?
Maybe it only does it because there's only 4 fingers on a hand, dummy. They don't have a thumb box, pointer, middle, ring, pinky. See, I'm touching my screen. Oh wait, people can't see that. I shouldn't. Yeah. So anyway, she's just doing her thing, and we get a match. Who is it?
It is Bill Hastings.
Well, good old Bill, mugshot reference gallery. So they have a mugshot already. Scanning CODIS database. And then this guy comes in. He's one of the smarter people. Even he probably couldn't pass a fucking checkers test. And then the woman who lived in the apartment. We've got it. We don't know whose body. So this is where she starts with a John Doe.
Right.
But these fingerprints that she just matched belong to Bill Hastings, as James said. Look, he's 215 pounds, blue. This is why we do the shot by shots here, James, so everybody can memorize his license number and use it to forge documents. Was in Elm Street. Buckhorn, class 1, 6'3". Okay, hey, all right, not bad. I gotta lose about 10 pounds to get down to 215. That's what I'm working at. Or if either that or take big poops. Oh my God! They all look at the size of this flashlight. There's a flashlight right there.
That is a massive flashlight.
It's even bigger than Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
All right. And he's my kid's principal. That's an oddly written sentence. Okay.
So they go to Mr. Hastings' house.
Yep. Now, do you think this fox means anything?
I was thinking about that too. Is he sly like a fox? Is he crafty? Is
this accidental, or it's David Lynch
I don't know.
likes to use imagery and stuff like that?
I've always found that when someone appears to be guilty initially, they never are.
Usually that's the case, or it's often that they're caught up in something, but they're hiding something else, maybe.
Yeah, and I like that his wife is more concerned, not that her husband needs to come with the police, but that it's going to look bad for the neighbors because they're having guests over.
Yes, they have
She's
dinner.
She's very
tonight.
Disconnected.
Yeah. Now, is this the guy from Scooby-Doo?
Matthew Lillard?
Is that the name?
Yes, I think that's his name.
Can you confirm it on your iPad there? We'll do it.
It looks just like him.
Yeah, but it's like, how the fuck is he aged this much? Because he's like a skinny. He looks like a guy who's like a surfer. He's like a scrawny. He looks like one of those skinny, strong dudes. You know, that type of man that's like not buff, but they still could probably beat your ass up or something, or help you lift up a couch. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, on his Twitter he says, "True story. I'm in Twin Peaks. I play someone epic."
Okay, someone epic. Great to know that.
That is him.
So that's the guy from fucking Scooby-Doo. That's crazy. He just looks so old. This is one of my getting old moments here because I've seen this guy in tons of stuff, but he's okay.
It's the smile and the teeth that do it for me.
Yeah, it's the eye. For me, it's the eyes and the smile.
The far spread apart eyes.
Yeah, yeah. He and another woman should match up and have a staring contest, or both go off and be a 360-degree bug detector. All right.
So he is the school principal, which makes him a strange candidate for a murder investigation.
Yes, this would be certainly you're right. So they're reading that, and she says, "Well, but we have dinner tonight, you fucks," and so yeah. But school principal, it's a big deal. Usually it's not.
He's a respectable member of the community.
Yeah. Not a lot of school principals get busted for murder. This would be definitely a big scandal in the communities there. So now this gets Chief Hawk walking around with some boxes or something.
So he's adhering to the advice of the log right now. He's digging back into the agent Dale Cooper files, who went missing 25 years ago, trying to figure out what's going on, what was the clue.
Yes, you should always trust your instincts. When a crazy old kook calls you because your log wants to say something, you always follow through.
And this is Lucy and Deputy Andy, who was the kind of the doofus deputy in the prior seasons, who they eventually hooked up, and apparently here now we know they have a child.
Yes, and obviously he's pregnant with their second.
Yes, so they're saying that he went missing well before Wally was born, and Wally's 24 now.
Yeah. So that's giving us a time frame. There you go. Wally's 24. Are we gonna meet Wally? Do we know Wally yet?
No. Well, Wally was born after the events of the last season.
Yeah. Maybe Wally's the kid in New York. He looks like he could be 24.
Hopefully not, because he's dead now.
Well, yeah, that's true. That guy got killed. All right. So he hasn't even seen Wally. All right. I'll bring the coffee and okay. So they're gonna go through a bunch of records here and okay. Back to the police station or to the police station. Finally, at least they got him some water. That's nice. He's a little stressed out. He's in the interrogation room.
He's been in there half an hour.
Did they someone say that?
Yes, they did.
And now this guy comes. What's his jurisdiction? This cop.
I'm not quite sure, but he says that he wants the other guy to go in because he went to high school with him, and the chances of him revealing more information to a familiar face is higher than if he goes in.
This guy went to high school.
Yes.
Here, right there, that fellow. Yeah, right. So he's like, okay, fine. So he goes in there, and it just has some very straightforward questions.
And the guy genuinely doesn't seem to know what's going on. But then he starts cracking a bit and acting very suspicious.
Right.
His story starts falling apart.
Yeah, this is Nosferatu, though. I get a vein in my head sometimes when I get intense after I work out or something. All right, then I have to ask you first. Okay, do you know Ruth Davenport? And he's like, yeah, kind of.
This reminded me a lot of any random interrogation scene from L.A. Noire. You ever play that?
A little bit. I think I played some Noire.
Yeah, where you see like facial tics and body language that makes you think of whether or not someone's lying.
I've heard of that.
And he's exhibiting all of them.
Okay, but I mean, it's also stressful to be picked up for a murder you didn't commit. Although he doesn't know it's about a murder yet.
No,
it's not been explained. So he's actually like, "What's going on here? I don't understand." At 1340, it's just going on. Have you ever been at 1349 Arrowhead Road? And anyway, so he's basically answering, "No, I don't know anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please tell me what this is about?" And he does explain his thing. He's like, "Got a meeting." And then he gets into the thing and it's like, what time did you get home? He's like, 10:15, 10:30. He goes, oh, how long does it take you to drive home? And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he realizes that he misstepped there, that it takes him a lot less time to get home from his job. So he has to come up with some sort of reason why it took him longer that particular night.
Yeah. So, James, what's the suck teeth sounds? That goes like...
Yes, that's quite adequate.
Can you do it?
No, that's I'm good. Please stop.
Why is that bringing you back to when you were born?
Yes.
All right. Now 9:30, I believe. 10:15, 10:20, and that's the thing. So okay, here we go. Hashtag riots. Hashtag Prince Friends Muff Conference, MILF Conference. Prior misdemeanor. Oh, speeding. Jaywalking. He got nabbed. What a fucking criminal, you motherfucking piece of shit. Ruth Davenport, librarian. Yeah, that's Bernie. What? Yeah, that's Bernie. Yeah, that's Kane. 1349 Arrowhead Way. No sort this shit. No says that, quote unquote. I feel like I'm speaking to David Lynch right now. Wednesday, love. 9:30. Now this is the thing though. How
that's
did
the
it
key
take
part.
you 45 minutes to get home?
Yeah, we see him draw the question mark there and make the little ellipse.
Yeah. What I want to know is, doesn't he realize he's got a baby bird growing out of his thumb?
I was going to question that too. Something is really weird with that thumb.
Look at that thing. Jesus Christ. How many noses do you have to pick to polish a fucking thumb like that? My God, that's horrifying. It looks like a Jurassic Park tooth. Right, James? I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, so, oh God, jeez, my assistant Betty, I think he's banging Betty. He's having an affair and he's going to get caught. He's not guilty.
Yeah, he's clear. I don't think he's guilty at all. I think it is another case where he is being unfaithful to his wife. He's his principal. He thinks it's going to create a scandal. So he doesn't really know what's going on at this point. So he's basically digging himself in deeper to conceal a lesser crime than he's actually being accused of.
We suspect, but it seems, I would bet on that. But George is his lawyer, right? Yeah. So we know that. Okay, so he's like, oh, before getting a lawyer involved, anything you want to say to me, buddy? He's like, just what's going on? Which I think that's what you would ask if you didn't do anything. You'd be like, why am I here? I don't understand. I'm so confused. And your prints are all over her apartment.
Ruth Davenport was found murdered, and your prints are all over her apartment.
Yes, right. And he's like, oh, man, God damn it. That's he can meet with his lawyer there. So take him to his room.
You take him to his new room.
Yeah, so they bring him to his jail. Nice looking jail, though, by the way. They got nice new bars and stuff. That's pretty good. It's always good. Like, he almost hits his head, by the way. He's kind of a tall guy. They don't even make him for 6'3" people. That's heightest, man. It's not fair. I would hurt my head.
Yeah, and he asked him to, like, if I'm going to be trapped in here, can you go to my home and feed Scooby?
Scooby. Yeah, so of course the men all show up. These are the cops, and they're ready to do their job here. They're turning up for work. And what is work? So these guys, they're serving a warrant, and she says something about her dinner plans. She's like upset.
She again is disconnected and detached from reality.
Yeah, so they're gonna search his car. They're gonna search the house. God, like I said, like this must be so invasive when someone. I couldn't imagine people rummaging through my stuff. It's bad enough that I have to rummage through it, but a whole bunch of strange men just looking at all my weird hand-drawn porn. Come on.
In your fan fiction.
And my Ponfar fan fiction. I would be so devastated. Wow. It's not my fault Tuvok has an
Ponfar being the Klingon mating ritual?
No,
or the Vulcan mating ritual?
The Vulcan mating
See, I got
ritual.
it. I came back around. I'm good.
Why Captain Kirk had to get into a fight with Spock. Okay, it's very hard for them, especially because they have no outlet. It's like having a terrible disease. The disease to fuck.
At first, I thought you said Pawn Stars.
Pawn
I
Stars.
was like, what the?
Yeah,
Chumley again?
Chumley and the bald guy and the other guy that got rich. Those fucking morons somehow. People like that are fucking rich, and I'm this super smart guy here. I can't barely make. I eat $3 meals. Come on, James. What's wrong with my life? How did it get so bad?
I couldn't tell you.
Never get depression for your entire life, everybody. It fucks you up. Okay, so
So they're gonna.
oh, they got a Prius.
I thought it was really weird that he decided to sit in the car, because the
Yes.
first thing they do is like fiber analysis, and when you sit in the car, you cross-contaminate the entire scene.
Yeah, this would be like tossed out. Like the judge would be like, "Ah, what? You fucking sat in the car, you idiot." Actually, you would think that would be but proper police work is you sit in the car, you grab the steering wheel, and you go.
And then you cut your face and bleed a little bit all over the inside.
You pull out nose hairs, you flick
Yeah.
them around, you make wishes on your eyelashes, and yeah, no, that's not a good movie. Hey, great faces, great places. That sounds fun. South Dakota, cool. All right,
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. Have you ever seen it?
Nope.
I've
I know
been
it's in
there.
the Black Hills of South Dakota, but I've never been there.
Yep, I've
and I
been
know
there.
that is a giant affront to the Native American population that lived there to carve the faces of a bunch of white men into what was considered a sacred mountain.
Yeah, yeah, and
screwed up.
especially the faces of their most prominent oppressors
Yeah.
and genocide committers.
Yep.
Not that these guys wouldn't necessarily. It's not fair, except we kind of stole an entire continent from people without respecting their right to have their own voices heard. But
They
hey,
weren't up on the rent, so we could evict them.
it's
You and I did it. We know. We're time travelers.
It's no good. A lot of injustices have been happened
Yep.
here on this planet.
Pretty
Earth.
horrible.
It's okay though. Well, that can check out our other channel, everybody, Injustice Professor. So yeah, it's all sad and shit. But yeah, I know Mount Rushmore is underwhelming. They're far away. You can't fucking see them. It's hard to get. You can't get close unless you want to get arrested. But not that I did. But the most cool thing. So it's like at the bottom of this big pile of rocks because they chip it all in. It's this big pile of rubble at the bottom of it. A couple of goats were jumping around on the rocks.
Seriously?
And everybody was going, the goats! Oh, look at the goats! I was like, why don't we make one of those fucking goats president? It'd be better than the fucking current one we have. But I saw it like 10 years ago. It wasn't way before all this nightmare happened. Okay, so that's politics.
Did you know one cool fact about Mount Rushmore is that it was originally designed to be full bodies, not just heads?
That's interesting you say that. I actually have a bit about that in my comedy. Oh, really? That's cool. James is showing me pictures of Mount Rushmore full bodies.
Yep, that's what it was supposed to be, but they never actually did it.
Yeah, I used to. It was a developing bit. I never really finalized it. But I was talking about like I'd like to see him twerking or something. Or I didn't actually use the word twerking in my comedy. I'm not that bad. I'm not so anyway, yeah, like it'd be funny if there were a bunch of alien bodies at the bottom of it or something.
Yeah,
like, they're all just touching tips.
Wow.
Okay, so cooler. Look, it's at an angle.
Okay.
And fishing pole, tackle box, cooler. Pretty standard stuff. A little bit too organized for my taste.
If we remember anything from season 1, we know that Laura Palmer's father was inhabited by the spirit of Bob and killed Laura Palmer, and he wasn't even aware of it because he had no memory of it because Bob was in control at the time.
Okay.
So now we're looking in this guy's trunk who doesn't seem to have any knowledge of anything going on, and yet we're going to find some incriminating stuff there.
Yes.
Which makes us wonder if he might be possessed by something as well.
Okay. Oh, I see. So he might be behaving without knowing he's
this harkens back to a scene from season 1 or season 2 where something else was found that was incriminating in the car of the guy who initially became this,
okay.
Well, who eventually became the
Before we show what James is talking about, the flashlight wasn't working, remember? He's like, yeah, my flashlight's not working. What the hell's the point of that?
Just another oddity, another quirk.
Okay, so that's not a... Yeah, all right. Which I like a lot of that. Like, it doesn't all have to be completely on the nose for what the story is being told. In fact, that's what makes the stories interesting is weird characters. But it's like every fucking person in this show is the weird one.
Yeah.
That's why it's a little bit hard to digest. I'm sure I'll get used to it.
I think you're going to be a little bit better when you get to the sheriff, because the sheriff was always like, in the first 2 seasons, he was the smart, rational guy. He was the central focus point around which all the chaos ensued.
Smart and rational is my middle name.
Yeah.
All right, so then what is it? It's a...
Is it a tongue?
I don't know. We get a close-up shot. They move the thing, and you go, oh. It looks like meat. It could be a tongue. It could be... It looks like just meat. It could be a fucking piece of pork for all I can tell. It's gross. It's, you know, anytime hair or fibers come in touch with meat, you got to rinse it off in the sink. And I don't know. What do you think? Is it a human part?
I'm not quite sure.
A piece of one of the victims? Maybe.
Could be. Was she missing her tongue? Is this a tongue? Is this something else?
It's got a tongue quality to it, but
I don't know what that piece on the end
tough
would
to
be.
say. Tongues don't get enough credit. I think we should take a moment to appreciate how amazing a tongue is. You know how, like, you ever touch an old person's tongue?
No.
I haven't either. I hope I never do. But I assume they're still pretty strong.
I'm guessing it's like sandpaper.
Well, the rest of their body's worn out, but the tongue is going all the time. It's moving food around. It's picking out teeth. It's got its own. It's prehensile. The thing can do all kind. It can lick the tip of your nose if you're lucky. It talks. It can get. You can.
It doesn't talk.
It's part of talking.
No,
you can't talk without your tongue.
It facilitates talking, but it itself does not talk.
It's key to the talking process. You disagree with that statement?
You can make sounds without your tongue.
You can't talk without your tongue.
Yeah, you can.
You bite your tongue real hard right now.
Very hard
and
to
let's hear you
understand.
talk.
You can
It
talk.
doesn't count. Okay, you're right. The tongue itself does not have its own tongue like it would if it had a mouth, but it's the guardian of the mouth. Could you imagine a full castle-sized mouth covered in chomping teeth, bone clusters emerging from giant mandibles that will crash down and crush whatever comes between them, especially if it's broccoli or Cheerios, but it's guarded by a monster in the middle named Malcolm, who moves around with incredible dexterity, and it also absorbs odors and tastes somehow. Well, taste is just like odor. No, it's not, but it's same stuff. I mean, boogers. It swallows phlegm. James?
Moving on.
All right, next shot. I just think the tongue is a cool muscle.
Sure.
You know, biceps are pretty cool. Tongue is a pretty cool thing, man.
If that is what that is.
James, let's both do this. Ready? Can you do that with any other muscle? I don't fucking think so.
I'm doing it right now.
Do it. Let me hear you go.
Doing it with my butt muscles.
Women? Like
Picture that. Burn it into your mind.
James's butt muscles. You know that movie Teeth about the vagina that has teeth?
Yes, I've seen that.
Well, James starred in his own version of that called Butt Tongue.
Butt tongue. Oh my god.
Where it's his butt, but it has a tongue.
Every time you take a dump, he's like, blah!
But it wipes itself because it's
good lord.
it's pretty handy having one of those. Also, it's good at holding nails for hammering stuff, you know, doing home repairs. All right, so then we cut to Lurch, aka the Giant.
And it's telling us this is about to end because it wants us to watch the next one, part 2, which we are going to do.
Yes, we are, definitely. Although tonight, I don't think we have time.
No, not tonight.
These take a while. I wish they didn't. We're going way too long because I am a maniac. Okay, so Kyle, is that the?
That is Dale Cooper.
That's Dr. Dale
Special
Cooper.
Agent Dale Cooper.
Soft clicking, scratching, so we get more of this thing, and no idea what the fuck why the noise. And yeah, there's a couple things in here, right? Was there the log lady?
Good old log lady.
I can make some jokes about logs.
There was one that was all question marks. Which is kind of
Carol Strukian, all question marks.
Yeah, I want to Google who that is.
Maybe that's the neighbor.
Ruth Davenport, maybe?
Yeah, no, Ruth Davenport is Mary Stoffla. That's right there. But I'm assuming is it like order of appearance? Does it say
STRU?
Oh, alphabetical.
STRUYCKEN.
Stroiken. She's striking out because she doesn't know what character she plays.
Oh, it's the Giant.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Of course, it'd be all question marks because the Giant is mysterious.
1948.
Hey, same year my dad was born.
What?
Yep.
Do they know each other?
They must.
Yeah, so Carol Strukian is the Giant guy, the bald Lurch.
You're gonna love this.
All right, go.
You know what else? What other role he played?
Addams Family, Lurch.
Lurch.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Lurch.
I thought you were just saying he looked like him, but yeah,
he looks like him because he's literally him.
That is literally him.
Literally Lurch. It sounds like a good name for a comedy album, or not.
He played Mr. Hom, HOMN, in Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, everybody knows that. Yeah. Come on, get out of here. All right, so yeah, we got it. I don't know why we did the credits here, but whatever. Buff, there's a bunch of words and people's names and stuff. Oh yeah, I did like this American Woman, David Lynch remix. Yes. Oh hell yeah, that's right. I am the master of that bed man.
Performed by Money Magnolias.
Money Magnolias, natural. Right. Frank 2000. Okay, good. Oh, written and performed by David Lynch. Subdream. I bet he was just hungry. He probably just wrote a note to his assistant to go get a sandwich and turned it into a song called Subdream.
Dude can talk about food for hours.
David Lynch can?
Yes.
Big food guy? I'm a big food guy myself. Thanks for asking. Yeah, Catherine, I don't know, advancing characters, Living Dead, blah, blah, blah. All right, so they don't hide clues in the thing here, do they, James?
Not that I know of.
Okay,
but
so
it's always worth looking.
We made it to the end. We got to the final shot here. James, did you have a good time?
I am stoked for this. I want to see more. Although we don't have time tonight, I am dying to see more.
The 4 are already out. We got to get them done.
Yeah, I'm down for it.
We got to do them quick. Got to get on those views, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes. We can't. Obviously not tonight, but so it exceeded your expectations.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I want to see the real Dale Cooper get out of the Black Lodge. I want to see him regain control of his body, kick Bob out, and get back to his normal self.
Okay. Oh, okay. So who's the Dale Cooper that we did see talking to Lurch in the at the beginning?
That was Dale Cooper in the Black Lodge. That's the true Dale Cooper, his spirit. But his body has been taken over by Bob.
Oh.
The physical being that left the Black Lodge was his body, but that's not him inside of it.
So Dale Cooper is trapped.
Yes.
He's been separated from his body.
Yes.
And he's in limbo in the Black Lodge.
Indeed.
Can he travel anywhere he wants, or he has to go inhabit someone else's body? Can he appear as a spirit like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Bob can, yeah.
Bob can, but not Dale Cooper.
No, it seems like he doesn't have the same otherworldly experience as Bob is. Bob is a creature of the Black Lodge. Dale Cooper is a prisoner of the Black Lodge.
So how are we going to see him come out? He's going to have to either
Something's going to have to happen. I'm guessing it's that glass box in New York.
Oh. Like he'll turn up and be like, hey, who killed this hot chick in the sky?
Maybe.
Yeah. And then maybe okay. So, but already we've got, were there multiple murders in the first 2 seasons? Like
no, it's predominantly, the only one I can remember was Laura Palmer.
So Laura Palmer, but already we've seen 4 dead. We've seen the hot girl and the guy.
Yeah, 4 people.
The 2 corpses, the head cut off.
Yeah.
And then the body, so we're missing a head and a body. But
yeah.
Any other, was there another?
No, we got 4 deaths as of episode 1, part 1.
Nice violent start.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, he's really upgraded it for the modern American audience. Yeah, well, I was intrigued by it. I find the choice to make them all half-wit morons with an IQ below 80 to be a little bit annoying. I realize it's just sort of just following kind of that peculiar oddball itch that David Lynch has that he executes so well, and nor would I suggest that a genius like him should change. Mm-hmm. I just hope I'm lucky enough myself to someday have my weird idiosyncrasies put into film or shows or whatever, and then people say it's genius and not stupid, because there's a fine line between weird and annoying and stupid and like a brilliant genius.
There's not a lot of people are usually either David Lynch fans or not David Lynch fans. There's not a lot of middle ground between them.
Yeah, totally. I respect it though, because I like weird. I don't like things that are hard to distinguish from other. You know, like a lot of films and movies, Alien Covenant, all sort of feel like you're watching the same movie over and over again, or the same show over and over again. So anything that sort of stands out as its own taste, its own flavor, it's like finding a weird new food. It's just not that popular.
Yeah.
I mean, David Lynch is quite popular though, I think. I'm more of a Werner Herzog man myself. He is always the gleam in my eye. I love everything he does, even the Netflix movie about volcanoes. James, why are you typing on your thing?
Because I want to bring up a point after we finish recording.
Oh, he's typing up Mulholland Drive. James gets to work on the next point before we're...
No, I was saying there's only one part of any David Lynch movie that ever made me jump.
Oh.
And it was happening in Mulholland Mulholland Drive.
Yeah.
And I wanted to show that to you afterwards to see if you remember the same scene or had the same reaction.
Okay, well, we'll do that. Let's have fun once we get rid of our fans.
Yeah.
All right, well, there, everybody. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry it was so long. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for being part of our channel and our community of heroes here. And if you do want to support financially, we're going to do Patreon soon. It might not be there. Look in the description. We very much would love your support. I'm bad at asking for money. It feels awkward. But hey, you've probably spent more money on a stupid movie like Alien Covenant that you wasted your time on and your money. And if you just enjoyed, if we made you laugh twice, we've made you laugh more than some comedies you've paid for. Right, James? Pay us your fucking money! See, I'm bad at the sales stuff. I don't know how to do it. No, I'm just joking. $1 a month, or nothing, or 5, or
Always
10.
be closing.
Little spare change, little spare whatever. Big help to us. I'd love to be able to afford more than a $5 burrito. But our dream is to get big. It's to make the channel big enough that we could be one of those annoying YouTube guys that gets to have, like, yeah, look at me, I have a nice car and I do YouTube.
We've got to have British accents, and we've got to get catchphrases like "Yo yo, it's your boy Hank."
Yo yo, it's your boy Hank coming at you real hard, real fast.
Absolutely smash that like button.
Nice, well done. Yes. Whoa, is the Queen of England in here?
Yes.
No, whatever. If you do want to help with Patreon, fine. If you don't, that's also fine. I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I feel embarrassed about everything I've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go to prison for this soon anyway.
Yeah, we're just completely stealing the show. Yeah. But we're not. We've been doing. They can claim it. We're not. It's not. We're offering commentary. It's just fair use. I think you can make a great case for it. The law doesn't. Okay, rambling. But anyway, I love you all. I love you even more than I love James. Well, that's hard to do. But if we do go to McDonald's, I'll probably fall back in love with James all over again because we're going to get one burger and 2 straws. Bye, everybody. See you later.